The wrestling world was shaken by a wave of shocking stories, rumors, and unexpected developments. One of the most disturbing claims involved legendary WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan. The rumor suggested that Hogan was on his deathbed due to serious health complications. The story caused widespread concern among fans, especially those who grew up watching him dominate wrestling. But that was just one of many wild reports that surfaced this week. From disruptions in NXT and sudden creative changes due to injuries, to surprising backstage news and expensive ticket packages, the wrestling landscape has been thrown into complete chaos. Let's go through every major update and reveal the full truth behind the headlines. False rumors about Hulk Hogan's condition.
I see this as an opportunity for me to get involved, to get back, and like I said, quit sitting on the couch, to get involved with a bunch of...
The situation surrounding Hulk Hogan began with comments made on a podcast hosted by Bubba the Love Sponge. During the episode, Bubba shared unsettling information, saying that Hogan was in very poor health. He even went as far as to suggest that Hogan's family was being called to say their final goodbyes. The host mentioned that Hogan was allegedly dealing with serious heart issues and had been hospitalized after complications from neck surgery. Naturally, these claims set off alarm bells across social media. Fans feared the worst, thinking that one of wrestling's most iconic figures was close to death. Some began preparing tributes. Others questioned why WWE had not released a statement. However, just as quickly as the rumor spread, reliable sources stepped in to clarify the truth. PW Insider conducted their own investigation and contacted individuals close to Hogan. According to those sources, Hogan was indeed hospitalized, but not because of a heart problem. The hospitalization was related to complications from recent neck surgery. These complications were linked to his long medical history of back and neck surgeries, not heart failure. Hogan's team confirmed that while he had been experiencing side effects, the situation was not life-threatening. In fact, it was reported that he would likely be released from the hospital the same day. While the initial rumors caused panic, the updated report brought relief to many. Though Hogan's physical condition is far from perfect after years in the ring, he was not on his deathbed as the podcast had claimed. This episode is a clear reminder of how dangerous misinformation can be, especially when it involves someone's health. It also shows how quickly rumors can grow online, even without solid proof. Thankfully, credible journalists stepped in to set the record straight and gave fans the accurate update they deserved. NXT audience revolts over new theme song.
I've wrestled Kimberly twice in my career. I've been wrestling for 10 years and I've lost both times. So this has to be a win for me.
While Hogan's rumor storm was being handled, NXT faced its own drama in the form of an angry live audience. During a recent episode, the debut of a new theme song for popular wrestler Jordynne Grace triggered an unexpected backlash. Fans were immediately displeased with the quality of the music. The song, created by music producers known as Dear Rebel, was described by fans as flat, dull, and uninspired. Instead of hyping up the crowd, it seemed to bring down the energy. The disappointment was so strong that members of the audience began chanting in protest. The phrase "Fire Dear Rebel" could be heard throughout the arena as viewers expressed their frustration. WWE officials reportedly tried to ignore the chants and continue the show as planned. However, the loud reaction was impossible to overlook. This wasn't the first time that fans had criticized Dear Rebel's work. Over the past several years, the group has produced many theme songs for WWE talent. Despite the complaints, the company has shown no sign of parting ways with them. One possible reason WWE continues using Dear Rebel is cost. While world-famous artists like Metro Boomin have offered to work with WWE on new music, the company has reportedly declined. The main issue seems to be financial. WWE and their parent company TKO may be unwilling to pay higher rates for better quality music. Many fans believe that theme songs are a crucial part of a wrestler's identity. A great entrance theme can become iconic, while a weak one can damage a character's presence. With the WWE refusing to invest more in this area, it's unclear whether things will improve. Until then, it's likely that fans will keep voicing their disappointment. Liv Morgan's injury disrupts WWE creative.
Anything Sabrina Carpenter kind of reminds me of Dominic a little bit. She just released Man Child, not that song.
Another major problem hit WWE after a serious injury took out one of its top female stars. Liv Morgan, who had been scheduled to participate in a big match at the upcoming Evolution pay-per-view, suffered an injury during a live episode of Raw. The extent of the injury was later confirmed to be serious enough to sideline her for several months. The impact of her injury reached far beyond one match. According to reports from WrestleVotes, WWE had planned a significant storyline around Morgan, including a high-profile tag team match. With her now out of action, the entire structure of the Evolution event had to be reworked. Creative teams were forced to throw out existing plans and start over from scratch. Liv's absence will not only affect Evolution, but also SummerSlam, one of WWE's biggest events of the year. She is expected to miss both, which adds pressure on the writing team to find new angles and talent to fill the void. This situation highlights how unpredictable injuries can upend even the most carefully laid plans. WWE has faced similar problems in the past, but the timing of this one so close to two major events made it especially damaging. Britt Baker, WWE rumors spark confusion.
But I think you guys know me by now to know that it would take more than a couple herniated discs and a torn hip labrum to keep me away from this place.
A wave of speculation hit the internet when podcast host Coachman made a claim about AEW star Britt Baker. He said he had reliable information that Baker was close to signing with WWE. He teased the audience, suggesting that a major female talent was about to jump ship. This set off an explosion of rumors across the wrestling community. Many wondered if Baker had ended her AEW contract early, or if a secret deal had been made behind the scenes. However, the rumors were quickly dismissed by respected wrestling outlet Fightful Select. According to their investigation, Baker is still under contract with AEW. She reportedly signed a 5-year deal in 2021, meaning she is locked in for at least another year. The contract may also include injury time, which could extend her commitment further. WWE sources also weighed in, stating that while Baker has visited WWE events in the past, there have been no serious talks about her joining the company recently. While WWE may be interested in her at some point, no active plans or negotiations are underway. This situation shows how easily speculation can spiral into full-blown news, especially when a popular figure like Coachman is involved. Despite the excitement, the truth is clear. Britt Baker is not leaving AEW anytime soon. The Undertaker quietly joins the WWE creative team.
So I go knock on the door, nothing. Knock a little harder. Finally the front door swings open. There stands Buzz.
In a move that few saw coming, The Undertaker is now reportedly involved in WWE's creative department. The news came from Conan's podcast, where he revealed that the legendary wrestler had been working backstage at recent events, including Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide. According to the podcast, The Undertaker is interested in contributing to the company's creative direction and has already been participating behind the scenes. If confirmed, this would mark a significant transition for one of wrestling's most iconic figures. Having legends like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and now The Undertaker involved in crafting storylines could change the direction of WWE. These veterans bring decades of experience and a deep understanding of what fans want. While The Undertaker has not made an official announcement, fans are already excited about the possibilities. If he becomes a regular part of the creative process, it could lead to deeper, more compelling storytelling. SmackDown reverting to 2-hour format. After months of criticism, WWE has decided to shorten SmackDown back to its original 2-hour length. The change will take effect on July 4th. The decision follows ongoing feedback from fans who felt that the 3-hour format was too long and diluted the quality of the show. Initially, the move to 3 hours had been pushed by the USA Network. Reports suggest that WWE was not receiving additional compensation for the extended hour, which made the extra time even more frustrating for everyone involved. The new plan involves the USA Network airing separate programming during the 3rd hour. This allows WWE to return SmackDown to its traditional structure, which many believe offers a tighter and more engaging show. This is a rare example of a television network reversing its decision based on fan response. It's also a sign that WWE may be listening more closely to its audience. Charlotte Flair questions women's future at WrestleMania.
Yes, 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 yes. The Queen has love for NXT, and NXT has love.
In a revealing interview, former women's champion Charlotte Flair spoke about the possibility of women headlining WrestleMania again. During her appearance on the Games with Names podcast, she shared her belief that unless the show returns to a one-night format, women will not main event again. Flair explained that when WrestleMania was a one-night event, it created a single spotlight. Being the final match meant everything. With the show now split into 2 nights, that honor is diluted. She also stated that the only reason women main evented in 2019 was because of Ronda Rousey's star power. Flair acknowledged that Rousey's outside fame brought in a larger audience and gave the women's division a massive push. Without someone of her influence, Flair believes it's unlikely WWE will repeat that decision. Many fans were hoping for the women's triple threat match to close out night 1 of WrestleMania this year. Instead, it was placed as the opening match of night 2. The decision sparked disappointment, especially among those who had hoped the women would again headline the grandest stage. Corey Graves earns praise for Raw commentary. This week's episode of Raw gave color commentator Corey Graves a chance to shine. After stepping in for Pat McAfee, who was away handling football duties, Graves received positive feedback from fans and officials alike. One of the key moments that stood out was how Graves handled the sudden injury to Liv Morgan. His tone was appropriate, and his commentary was respectful, while still keeping the show moving. This earned him praise backstage and helped repair his image after previous controversies. According to PW Insider, Graves' performance at the Worlds Collide event earlier this year had already boosted his standing within WWE. With his recent work on Raw, many believe he is becoming one of the top voices in the company. Although some fans have asked for a 3-man commentary booth, WWE appears committed to keeping McAfee and Michael Cole as a duo. Still, Graves may see more opportunities in the future. Goldberg's return sparks controversy. A storm of criticism followed the announcement that Goldberg would challenge for a world title again. Fans were shocked to hear that he was suddenly the #1 contender, despite not winning a match since 2021. Bully Ray, a WWE Hall of Famer, spoke out against the booking decision. He questioned the logic behind giving Goldberg a title match with no explanation. According to him, this kind of storytelling insults fans' intelligence. Ray suggested an alternative scenario where Goldberg confronts officials backstage, demanding a match and forcing Triple H to get involved. This version would have made more sense and added dramatic weight to the moment. WWE has a long history of putting Goldberg in title matches without proper build-up. While his name still carries weight, fans are growing tired of storylines that ignore logic and continuity. Crown Jewel ticket prices shock fans. The final story of the week involves the upcoming Crown Jewel event in Perth. WWE released pricing for its elite packages, and fans were stunned. One package costs nearly $15,000. The elite experience includes front row seats for Crown Jewel, Raw, and SmackDown, as well as backstage tours, photo opportunities, pre-show hospitality, and exclusive merchandise. While these perks are attractive, many feel that the price is simply too high. Crown Jewel is not one of WWE's major pay-per-views. It does not hold the same prestige as WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. This has led many to question whether the package is worth the cost. Despite the backlash, WWE continues to sell out these premium offerings. As long as there are fans willing to pay, the company has no incentive to lower prices. Until enough people say no, the prices are likely to keep rising.